pleasant good afternoon. Our proponents stated that Trinidad is now assisting other countries with scholarships. But it is not already existing, so how can they say that an OECS economic union is essential because of it? Protocol already established. I stand in full support of my colleagues to oppose the motion that an OECS economic union with Trinidad is essential for the survival of OECS economy. Our proponents spoke of some of the benefits of an OECS union with Trinidad. Madam Chairperson, what can an OECS economic union with Trinidad mean for Grenada, for the region? Are there any drawbacks? Let's see. Madam Chairperson, the question of economic union or any form of integration with Trinidad is filled with controversy. This has a history going back to the collapse of the BWI Federation in 1958 to 1962, when one country, Jamaica, withdrew from a burning West Indian Federation, inevitably leading to its collapse. And F. Williams, Trinidad and Tobago then Prime Minister, with the famous utterance at the nation. You speak of the Federation. I would like to ask, what happened when Trinidad and Jamaica pulled out from the Federation? If you will allow me to continue, you will find out. And I quote, 1 from 10, leave not. Does Trinidad really care about the OECS? We don't think so. Madam Chair, there was controversy between the rest of time from an OECS for Trinidad and Tobago refusal to intervene into Grenada's internal affairs after the collapse of the Grenada Revolution in October 1983. Talk about controversies. What about the exclusion of Grenada from the so-called Mining Initiative of 1994 to 95? This was a proposal to forge political union between Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, and Barbados. Madam Chair, the case of Grenada National Commercial Bank is instructive. The bank has been acquired by a Trinidad and Tobago-owned bank years before, but the name was retained. This was good for the psyche of the Grenadian people because it is a source of national pride when a country owns them. Recently, the name was changed from Grenada National Commercial Bank to Republic Bank Grenada, which I am sure held no national pride. Madam Chair, the further penetration of Grenada economies, of the economies of the OECS by Trinidad could result in the allocation of top managerial and leadership positions in businesses of the OECS to Grenada, to Trinidad and Tobago. If this is not done in a sensitive manner, it should be the cause of great resentment against the people of the OECS and Trinidad. One is not even certain if it is a priority of the present government in Trinidad to continue with an OECS economic union. Madam Chair, according to a Jamaica observer at the community summit held in Montego Bay, the Prime Minister of Jamaica made the comment that Trinidad and Tobago cannot be like an ATM card to the other Caribbean countries. Mr. Chairman, we will not go further into her statement at this time, but one must wonder if that should be a wake-up call for those who expect to reap tremendous benefits from an OECS economic union with Trinidad. Time does not permit me to go on, but audience, you have heard it. The evidence is right here. Look at the cause. Do we want history to repeat itself? Or are proponents really trying to tell us that if there is not an economic union with Trinidad, that OECS country will no longer exist? Nonsense. The fact that unity between the OECS countries will cease to exist if there is an OECS economic union with Trinidad. Thank you.
4 minutes, 55 seconds.